How to connect a dual single-pole switch to wires from two circuits. Control sketch using a dual single-pole switch for two light outlets powered from two circuits, where the switch leg cable is taken from one of the light outlets. Junction box is spliced and ready to connect a dual switch. Cable to the first controlled light outlet. Switch leg cable from the second controlled light outlet. Cable from the power source. Cable to another electrical outlets. To connect the wires to the switch, remove the wires from the junction box and strip the ends of the wires about 1/2 inch. Make a loop at the end of each wire. Dual single-pole switch, front view. Two single-pole switches on one yoke. Dual single-pole switch, rear view. Ground wire connection terminal, green screw. Common hot wire connection terminal, black screws. Load wire connection terminal, A1 gold screw. Load wire connection terminal, B1 gold screw. Connection bridge to be removed in the case of single-pole switches controlling two electrical outlets powered by two different power sources, two circuits. Remove the bridge connecting the two hot common terminals, black screws. The bridge between the two hot common terminals, black screws, has been removed to create two independent single-pole switches. The hot terminal, black screw, with load terminal A1 creates the first independent single-pole switch. The hot terminal, black screw, with load terminal B1 creates the second independent single-pole switch. Junction box wires. Ground, bare, wire that will be connected to the ground terminal, green screw, of the switch. Hot, black pigtail wire, from the power source which will be connected to the hot common terminal, black screw, of one of the two switches of the split dual switch. Hot, black, wire from the cable to the electrical outlet, which will be connected to the load terminal, gold screw, of the same single-pole switch of the dual switch as the wire from the power source for this light outlet. The hot, black, wire from the power source and the hot, black, wire to the load from the same circuit must be connected to one of the two switches of the split double switch as a pair. It does not matter if the wire from the power source and the wire to the load are connected in any order to the same switch, but for consistency, the wire from the power source should be connected to the common terminal, black screw, and the load wire to the load terminal, gold screw, of the same single-pole switch, as specified in the instructions. Hot, white marked black, wire from the switch leg cable that will be connected to the other common hot switch terminal, black screw. Hot, black, wire from the switch leg cable, which will be connected to the load terminal, gold screw, of the same single-pole switch of the dual switch as the other wire from the same switch leg cable. Both wires from the same switch leg cable must be connected to the same single-pole switch of the dual switch as a pair. It does not matter which wire from the switch leg cable is connected to which same single-pole switch terminal, but for consistency, The wire from the power source should be connected to the common terminal, black screw, and the load wire to the load terminal, gold screw, of the same single pole switch, as specified in the instructions. Connect the ground, bare, wire from the junction box to the ground terminal of the switch, green screw. Connect the hot pigtail wire, black, from the power source to the hot common terminal, black screw, of one of the two switches of the split dual switch. Connect the hot, black, wire from the cable to the light outlet that is supplied from the same circuit as the pigtail wire, same neutral wire, to the load terminal, gold screw, A1 or B1 depending on which switch is selected when connecting the hot wire from the power source, of the same single pole switch of a split double switch. Connect the hot, white marked black, wire from the switch leg cable to the other hot terminal, black screw, of the second single pole switch of the split dual switch. Connect the hot, black, wire from the switch leg cable to the load terminal, gold screw, of the same single pole switch of the split dual switch as the other wire from the same switch leg cable. If you swap the wires on the terminals of the same single pole switch of the split dual switch, nothing bad happens. But you cannot mix the wires from two single pole switches when the light outlets are powered by two different power sources. Insert the wires into the junction box. Secure the switch to the junction box and install the switch wall plate. If this video is helpful, please subscribe. Comments are welcome.